Hello, welcome to this segment because we love Baguio. And today we have with us our guest, the former Sangguniang Kabataan Federation President, the Honorable former Councilor, of course, Levi Lloyd Orcales, who is now serving as our Punong Barangay in Barangay South Central, Aurora Hill. Good morning and welcome. How are you?
Good morning, Sir Popo. Tuwang-tuwa ako dahil kasama ko ngayon.
Oo naman.
Sa isang segment na pinaparating natin sa taga Baguio. Ayan.
That's
Good morning,
right.
good morning po.
Good morning. Yeah. Well, let's get straight to the point.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You know, we are both candidates this time. And you are a candidate. You filed your candidacy for city councilor.
Yes, sir.
Of course, you've served as a city councilor as the president representing the SK of Baguio. But this time you applied or you filed your candidacy to become a regular elected city councilor. May we know what inspired you to do so?
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, this required a long time of discernment on my part. Because sabi ko nga, sir, hindi pa tayo ganun ka-professional. Marami pa tayong kailangang aralin.
Oo naman.
But because of the years that we have with the City Council as ex-official councilor, sabi ko naman, kaya pala namin.
Oo naman.
Kaya naman pala natin mag-provide ng alternative form of leadership na nanggagaling sa younger generation.
That's right. That's right. So that was your inspiration.
Yes, sir, na weekend pala.
Yeah.
Hindi lang pala po pwede na dapat sila lang.
Oo naman.
Pati pala kami, kaya pala natin.
Pati pala young people.
Pati pala young people,
Yes.
kaya.
And you've proven that. I've been working with you for how many years would that be? About 3 years?
3 years.
4 years, yeah. And yes, I remember a lot of measures or even yung ordinance. Ano na yung inauthorize mo na ordinance? Yung
Sa library, sir.
sa library at sa
Yeah.
paa.
Meron tayo sa Gawad Lingap.
Yes,
Ordinance.
yes. And marami
Youth code.
pa actually. Youth
Sports
code,
code.
the youth code, sports code.
Yes, sir.
You name it. Ang dami.
Yes, sir.
May we know, kung meron may we know, are there model leaders that you have in mind or who have inspired you actually?
Yes, sir. Of course, in the city of Baguio, it's Mayor Benji Magalong.
Oh, yes.
The very
Yes, of
essence, sir,
course.
ng good governance. And he is very passionate and committed sa giving opportunity for young people to also lead.
That's right.
Tama yun, sir. Isa yun, sir, sa mga naging inspiration
No,
or model natin.
Role model.
Yes, sir.
Ang galing. Si Mayor kasi, nung pumasok siyang Mayor, councilor ka na nun.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
SK na po ako. No? SK President na tayo nun, sir.
SK President na. And pareho tayo. That was also my fourth term. 2019 yun eh.
Yes, sir.
And really, we worked together during the pandemic, di ba?
Tama, sir.
That was a very challenging time.
Kakaibang
Kakaiba
experience.
And even during the pandemic, would you say na of any importance of the youth in governance?
During the pandemic, sure.
Yeah.
I think although it's quite limited, sir, restricted, pero
Because of the
impactful.
restrictions.
Because of the restrictions. Pero impactful pa din, sir.
Yeah.
Because we were able to utilize yung tinatawag nating social media.
Yeah.
Okay, hindi nga tayo pwedeng lumabas. Lalo na yung mga kabataan, hindi makalabas.
Tama.
But with the presence ng social media, nagamit natin yung social media for awareness raising on mental health, on
Mental health.
yes, sir, on bayanihan efforts ng government at ng CSOs. Kaya very impactful pa din, sir. Although limited, restricted.
But you were there.
We were there still.
The presence of the youth was there.
Definitely, sir.
So what do you think is the importance of itong the youth in governance, the participation of the young people in governance?
Yes, sir. Siguro to start with, sir, the governance kasi, it's not only for the current generation. We have to make sure that what we do today will also give an impact for the future generations to come.
Yes.
So I think it's not only a short-term shot for what we do in government. Now, yung role ho ng youth sa governance, sir, is that since that we come from different generations, itong mga kabataan po natin, meron silang bagong idea,
That's
innovative, alternative, na pwedeng makapagbigay ng bagong solution sa ating mga concerns sa City of Baguio. So it's giving us a new perspective on different or similar situations that has been occurring since the past.
That's right. So, yeah. Iba pa rin yung perspective ng
Yes, sir.
ng youth from the other sectors,
Correct, sir.
which would make legislation responsive.
Yes, sir. And siguro, sir, dagdag ko lang, there's also a need for us to acknowledge na we do not monopolize who should our leaders be. Kailangan nabigyan din natin ng opportunity yung iba din from different sectors, from different age group, para mabigyan ng opportunity din to lead.
Tama. That's right.
Yes, sir.
Now, of course, I suppose that meron kang vision
Yes, sir.
for the youth. What would be that vision for the young people here in the city of Baguio?
Yes, sir.
Of course, maybe that would be in line with your advocacy, something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ang ano natin, ang gustuhin natin para sa kabataan ng lungsod ng Baguio is that we make them more proactive.
Yeah.
Not only
Proactive.
reactive because of certain issues or problems in the community. Kaya we want them also to strive in becoming research-oriented, innovative,
Yep.
and na meron silang capability and capacity to do things on their own. Of course, with our support na nasa likod nila. So, before kasi what we usually say or think pagdating po sa mga younger generation is that kailangan nating isubo lahat sa kanila. Na kailangan nating ituro lahat sa kanila. Pero ngayon, sir, nagbago na ang ating perspective pagdating sa mga kabataan. And the youth themselves are more capable of doing things on their own. What we need to do is to make sure that meron po yung support system ng government.
Support system.
And we should stand with their advocacy on being able also to contribute to governance and to community development.
That's right.
So, very important po yun, sir, na mabigyan natin sila ng opportunity to stand on their own, but we will not let them stand alone.
Alone.
Yes, sir.
So, of course, we expect the youth to be empowered.
Yes, sir. Yun po yung gusto na natin, na on different aspects po on
There you are.
community development, dapat nandun po ang mga kabataan properly represented and genuinely represented din.
Yung nandyan na rin sila, they're being trained already.
Yes, sir. Kaya very happy tayo sa very supportive ang ating city government. Kayo, sir, Sir
Yeah,
Popo,
of course.
and ang ating mayor for this youth empowerment.
That's right. That's why we've been supporting really yung support natin sa anti-child labor.
Yes, sir. Correct.
Kasi as we speak na we need to train the youth, but there's got to be a limitation also because baka naman naabuso na rin yung youth.
Correct, sir. Tama.
Still, the youth should have time also to enjoy themselves and
Correct,
play.
sir. Tama. Hindi dapat mawala yun, sir.
Oo. But of course, yung self-development should be there.
Correct, sir. Correct.
Okay. Now, yun na, isang issue yun, yung child labor. So, are there any issues that you see that you should be addressed? Issues with regards to the young people?
Yes, sir. Ito, palagay ko, matagal na rin itong issue, sir. Na although we're doing progress every administration, every year actually, is on the inclusive and accessible quality education.
Quality.
Education.
Okay.
Kaya po, importante po sa atin, mabigyan ng sapat na edukasyon yung mga kabataan para yung paglaki po nila, hindi po sila maligaw. Na alam nila yung prinsipyo ho na kailangan nilang panindigan at meron silang prinsipyong pinaninindigan.
Oo naman.
Yun po ang kailangan natin, sir, na yung edukasyon pong may bibigay natin sa kanila will give them the leverage for better quality of life. So, yun po yung gusto natin na lahat ng mga kabataan sana ay mabigyan ng pagkakataong makapasok sa eskwelahan. Yung mga pamilyang hirap po na papasukin yung mga anak nila sa eskwelahan, pwede nating bigyan ng tulong.
There you are.
Papasok na po ang ating government sa social welfare.
So when you get elected, Councilor Levy Lloyd or Cales, how do you intend to do or rather address these advocacies na sabi mo?
Yes, sir. Pag tinitignan ko po yung future, ang tingin ko po kasi dapat long-term yung magiging solusyon po natin eh.
Oh.
Kasi
Pero councilor ka nun,
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
So, education po kasi tinitignan natin.
Yeah.
Ang reasons po kung bakit hindi nakakapasok yung mga estudyante, mga kabataan sa eskwelahan is dahil hindi sila kayang papasukin ng mga magulang nila.
Oh.
So, meron po tayong different aspects on how to target the problem. Number one is yung mga hirap pong mga pamilya, mga indigent parents.
Okay.
Kulang po ang sahod. Dapat nabigyan po sila ng long-term, sustainable livelihood and entrepreneurship programs. Na hindi po nila kailangang hati-hatiin pa yung kakapiranggot na kinikita nila. Instead, na meron pa silang kinikita for the family. Isa po yun. Yung pangalawa ho is dapat yung magkaroon tayo ng dialogue, consistent discussion among the school administrators dito sa universities ng Baguio and the city government. Actually, tinitignan ko po dyan, sir, although drastic po ito, na magkaroon ng moratorium muna sana sa pag-increase ng mga school fees, tuition fees, matriculation fees, consideration din, sir, sa mga indigent.
Okay.
So, pero we believe na, and we know na autonomous yung ating mga universities.
Private sector yan.
Yes, sir. But with good governance aspect na we talk to them, that we propose to them, kung po pwede, pag-aralan natin yung posibilidad na hindi mo na natin increase. Kasi usually, sir, every year every year yung pag-increase nila Kung pa pwede, baka naman po pwedeng medyo meron tayong period of increase na. Isa po yun sa possible. And another one, sir, is yung may pagpatuloy po natin yung college financial education assistance ng city at saka yung gawad lingap po ng city. So, continuous po. Dapat sabay-sabay po yan.
Ano na yung gawad lingap?
Yes, sir. Yung gawad lingap po, sir, is na-approve pong ordinance natin na nagbibigay po siya ng monthly financial assistance to from kinder to grade 12.
Kinder to
grade 12.
Grade 12.
Yes, sir.
Senior high.
Yes, sir. Nakakatanggap po sila ng sa kinder po, I think 500 po yan monthly. Kinder to grade 6, grade 7 to grade 12 is 1,000 monthly.
Yeah. And you participated in the crafting of that.
Yes, sir. Tayo po ang nag-author po.
Yun.
Yes, sir. Kasama po kayo.
So, it's being implemented, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Pero, of course, ito nga when we come up with these measures in the city council,
yes,
karamihan dyan, it is in response of the clamor of the people.
Yes, sir.
Kaya nga, ang maganda dyan, when we listen to them, we, together with them, we formulate until the law gets adopted.
Yes, sir.
Ngayon, one ingredient of public, or rather, good governance, is the participation of the sectors. Now, let's go back to the young people. How do you intend to engage them, the young people, and even empower them so that they will participate in policy making? Kasi there's that notion kasi, mga bata pa kami, maglaro na lang kami.
Yes.
Do it for us. Do the policies for us.
Correct.
And we will just benefit from it.
Correct.
Pero mas maganda sana kung we get inputs from them.
Yes, sir.
Now, yun na nga, it's challenging then. It's also challenging. But do you have any way or any plan to do it na ma-engage natin sila sa policy making?
Yes, sir. Matagal ko na rin pinag-iisipan to, sir, since na nag-SK President po tayo. Yung mga kabataan ho, kasi sir, meron po silang mga set of priority concerns. No? Hindi po nawawala dyan yung education na nabanggit ko na po. Pangalawa po dyan yung for them to have an open space na hindi po sila nire-restrict or walang forms of discrimination dahil bata sila. So, pag pinarandam po natin na safe space po ang ating lungsod ng Baguio, may open spaces po for collaboration at tinatanggal po natin yung mga bureaucratic hindrances sa government na kailangan mo manandaman dito, tapos susunod ka dito, then pupunta ka dito, babalik ka doon sa pinagsimulan mo, tapos
ayaw nila ng ganun
Ayaw po ng kabataan. Yes, sir, ayaw po ng kabataan nun. Ang gusto po sana natin is yung direct collaboration natin with our city leaders. So, open dialogue po ang gusto ng mga kabataan ngayon. Para mapahinggan po kami, yun po yung nais natin na the city government also will be embracing them openly.
Openly.
Na hindi po pasisikot-sikutin na punta ka dito, punta ka dyan, ganito ka, kailangan mong sagutin ito. Medyo although we know the process in government, pero if we can make it more streamlined, kumbaga sir, na mas mabilis po yung connection ng mga kabataan sa ating komunidad at sa ating mga community leaders, city leaders, yun na po yung nag-open ng space para diretso na po at continuous yung involvement po ng kabataan. Alam po, nagbago na ho kasi yung perspective ng youth ngayon. Dati ho kasi, we view the youth as beneficiaries.
Yun na nga eh. All for them, what's in for me.
Yes, sir. Ngayon po, ang youth po natin ay also part of, nag-initiate na po. Part of community mobilization. So, andyan na po sila eh. Nandiyan na po ang youth natin capable of creating change in the community. Ang kailangan po natin is ma-harness po natin yon.
Ayan. At saka yung means din na we also consider their interest.
Yes.
Like for instance, yung gadgets. Ito ang priority nila.
Correct, sir.
Hindi pwedeng wala silang gadgets, di ba?
Yes. Kaya we can maximize on that, sir. Na we can also come up with dialogue with them through social media, through technology.
That's right.
Yung input po kasi ng technology ngayon, sir, is a big changing factor compared to the previous generations.
Eh, yun na nga, kaya nga may classification sa generations, di ba?
Yes, sir.
It's through yung gadgets and the technology.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, that is good governance, actually. Involving the young people, listening to them, and coming up with responsive ordinances, resolutions, or laws. And anyway, marami kasing principles ang good governance din.
Yes, sir.
To you, may I ask you, in your own way of saying it, what is good governance?
Yeah. For me, sir, it requires or it is ethical leadership.
Ethics.
Yes.
Okay.
Ethical leadership. Kasi ang hirap naman kasi, sir, na mag-promote ho tayo ng good governance. Yung ginagawa pala natin as leaders, hindi naman matatawag na ethical. Although,
we live by example.
Yes, sir. Yes, we live by example na we're promoting something but tayo din dapat. Tayo mismo dapat kaya nating panindigan na tayo ay isang leader na nagpo-promote ng good governance who are also ethical leaders.
That's right.
Ang hirap po kasing panindigan yung isang bagay na ikaw mismo, hindi mo kayang sabihin na ikaw yun. Yes, sir.
Well, yes, kaya I would like also to thank you for your participation, your help when we crafted the Character City Ordinance.
Yes, sir. Of course. Yeah.
Kasi nga, going back to ethics,
yes, sir.
It starts with us.
Correct.
And I'm so happy to be with you in the Good Governance Alliance.
Yes, sir. Ako din naman, sir.
And I am excited to see you in the City Council.
Thank you,
because
sir.
I've worked with you. I know your caliber, di ba? And I know that the city of Baguio, particularly the young people, would benefit with your presence in the City Council, if allowed by God Almighty and elected, of course, by the people. Now, you know what? That camera, pag tinitignan natin yan, we are addressing the young people and the city of Baguio as well. The electorate.
Yes.
And this is our time also to address them and answer their questions maybe, express yourself as a candidate for City Councilor under the Good Governance Alliance. And this is now your time. Councilor Levi Lloyd Orcales, take your time.
Okay, sir. Thank you, Sir Popo. Sa ating mga kababayan sa lungsod ng Baguio, sa iba't ibang sektor na nandito, sa ating mga civil society organizations at partners in government, ako po si Levi Orcales na naninindigan po sa isang paniniwala na malaki po ang role at gampanin ng bawat isa. So lahat po ng sektor, kabataan man ho yan, adults man yan, senior citizens, lahat po ng sektor, may malaking ambag po sa ating lipunan. Kaya po dapat sa isang pamamahala ng good governance, kailangan po walang naiiwan. Kailangan kasama po lahat. At yung mga tao po, marami po tayo nakikita sa pag-iikot po natin dito sa lungsod ng Baguio na bigyan natin ng pagkakataong magtagumpay ang mga taong lumalaban ng patas sa buhay. So with that po, ako po si Levi Orcales, nakasama niyo po sa Good Governance Alliance Team. Maraming salamat po at magandang Baguio po sa ating lahat.
Thank you, Councilor Levi.
Yes, sir. Maraming salamat po.
It's been a pleasure being with you, ha?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Councilor Popo.
And siguro, we will do this again.
Yes, sir.
As we move on The campaign period will even start March 28, but this time we're just presenting
Yes.
ourselves to our people and to our people of Baguio and to all our viewers out there. Thank you. Thank you. This is your servant, Popo Cosalan, in our program or our segment, Because We Love You, Baguio.